The White House. Stories within America's house. The house of the nation. The White House is at once a home, a workplace, a museum, and a global symbol of power. Constructed between 1792 and 1800, it has sheltered every U.S. president except George Washington, who supervised its creation but never stepped inside as a resident. From the outside, it seems a dignified neoclassical mansion planted firmly on Pennsylvania Avenue. But beyond its iconic façade lie 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and a labyrinth of hallways that have borne witness to moments of triumph, tragedy, secrecy, and laughter. More than bricks and columns, the White House is a living stage where the story of America unfolds. It is here that foreign leaders are received, wars are directed, and national celebrations are staged. Yet it is also the place where presidents tuck their children into bed, sneak in a movie night, or find a rare moment of solitude. To understand the White House is to explore its rooms, each of which reflects both the grandeur of the presidency and the humanity of those who hold it. Among its many spaces, 6 rooms stand out as chapters in the ongoing tale of America. The Oval Office, the Situation Room, the East Room, the State Dining Room, the Lincoln Bedroom, and the Roosevelt Room. These rooms are not only physical spaces, but symbols, arenas where decisions were made, where history was written, and where the personal and political intersect. The origins of the White House date back to a decision by George Washington in 1791, when he chose the site for the new Capitol along the Potomac River. An Irish-born architect, James Hoban, won a design competition with a plan inspired by European neoclassical ideals, blending symmetry, order, and grandeur. Construction began in 1792, with enslaved laborers, free black workers, and immigrants contributing to the building of what was to become the nation's most enduring residence. When John Adams, the second president, moved in during 1800, the mansion was unfinished and sparsely decorated. Abigail Adams famously used one of the large empty rooms to hang laundry. The building would endure destruction when British troops set it ablaze during the War of 1812, only to be rebuilt and restored. Over time, expansions and renovations added wings, rooms, and technological updates, but the essence of Hoban's design remained. The White House is often called the People's House, but in truth, it serves multiple identities. It is a working office for the executive branch, a ceremonial hall for state occasions, and a private home. It is this fusion of functions that makes the mansion so unique, a place where the public and private coexist under one roof. If one room symbolizes the presidency above all others, it is the Oval Office. Created in 1909 during the Taft administration, the office's unique shape was inspired by earlier oval rooms in the White House, designed to facilitate egalitarian gatherings without corners. Its symmetry embodies fairness, unity, and inclusivity, qualities presidents aspire to embody. From behind the resolute desk, a gift from Queen Victoria, to President Rutherford B. Hayes in 1880, presidents have signed historic legislation, addressed the nation in times of crisis, and welcomed global leaders. Franklin D. Roosevelt delivered fireside chats here, John F. Kennedy confronted the Cuban Missile Crisis, Ronald Reagan comforted the nation after the Challenger disaster, and George W. Bush addressed Americans on the evening of September 11, 2001. Yet the Oval Office is also deeply personal. Each president redecorates it to reflect his style, choosing draperies, rugs, and artwork that speak to his vision. For example, Bill Clinton displayed a portrait of Franklin Roosevelt. Barack Obama chose the rug inscribed with quotes about hope and progress, while Donald Trump favored bold gold tones reminiscent of his personal aesthetic. The office's oval shape eliminates hierarchy, creating a sense that everyone, whether a cabinet member, a foreign dignitary, or an ordinary citizen, is equally embraced by the circle. But the symbolism coexists with the undeniable fact. This is the seat of the world's most powerful executive. Beneath the White House, hidden away from the tour groups and ceremonial halls, lies one of the most secretive and consequential rooms in the world, the Situation Room. Created under President John F. Kennedy after the Bay of Pigs fiasco, the room was designed to ensure that the president and his advisors had constant access to real-time intelligence and secure communications. The Situation Room is not a single chamber, but a complex of conference rooms and monitoring spaces. With walls lined with screens and secure phone lines, it has become the nerve center where America confronts its greatest challenges. It was here that President Lyndon B. Johnson monitored the Vietnam War, Richard Nixon followed the Apollo 11 moon landing, and George W. Bush coordinated responses to terrorist threats. One of the most famous moments occurred in 2011, when President Barack Obama and his national security team watched the raid that killed Osama bin Laden unfold live on their screens. The iconic photograph of Obama, Hillary Clinton, and military leaders huddled in tense silence captures the gravity of decisions made in this subterranean command center. Unlike the Oval Office, which radiates tradition and symbolism, the Situation Room is functional, almost austere. Its purpose is clarity and urgency, a reminder that beneath the pomp of the presidency lies the constant weight of global responsibility. The East Room, celebrations, concerts, mourning ceremonies. The State Dining Room, diplomacy, banquets, intimate dinners. The Lincoln Bedroom, myth, history, and presidential rest. The Roosevelt Room, policy discussions, Roosevelt legacy. The White House as a living symbol. White House, a symbol of freedom for all of us who love these lands.